Hi, I'm Brad Smart, creator of Topgrading, what we think is the most effective and the most proven hiring method. When people come to our website, and thank you for coming to our website, they generally have two questions. One is, what exactly is Topgrading? And secondly, what does Topgrading Incorporated do? I'll try to answer those questions, but first, let's talk about you. You probably hire people or you wouldn't have come to this website. Maybe you're a CEO, maybe you're a human resources professional, maybe you're a manager in any size company and you have some challenges. You have some recurring headaches. Our research indicates that your number one recurring headache in business has to do with hiring people. And you have a lot of challenges that contribute to those headaches. One, probably only 25% of the people you hire turn out to be high performers. I was hired for a day several years ago by an organization just of the number one human resources executives at just the largest 100 companies in the world, the elite of the elite in the human resources world. I started out the session asking, what percent of the people you've hired in recent years have turned out to be the high performers you didn't just hope for, but you really expected and figured you'd pay for? If the only other category is a mishire. If you didn't get your money's worth, that's a mishire, right? Right. Actually, the average success rate in that group was 20%. 20%. The top graders in the room, interesting that they all sat around a round table, right? About 12 of them. They said 80% of the people they hire turn out to be those high performers. Wow, what a difference. 20% versus 80%. Another recurring headache has to do with your own performance. You know your performance is very much tied to the talent you have. You're not all that satisfied with the talent you have, and so you have to work doubly or triply hard in order to achieve your results. You're resourceful. You've tried all sorts of things. Job boards, recruiters, personality tests, various interviewing approaches, and they all promise to help you hire better. But still, more than half the people you hire turn out to disappoint you. And if your standard is high performers, maybe even 3 out of 4 people you hire fall short of that standard. So maybe you've Googled something like best hiring practices or how to hire A players, and you scroll down as we're doing now in this video and you can see hundreds of companies promise to help you hire better. But you've gone to their case studies and their case studies are not so impressive, are they? Right? Well, we really think that Topgrading can prove it's the best hiring method. You'll see it in this video, but first, I'd like to explain why Topgrading is best, and it's best because Topgrading has solved 3 of the biggest problems that you've experienced in hiring. The number one problem, and it's a little awkward to say it, seems a little blunt, but it's candidate dishonesty. I have in my bookcase that you can see part of that bookcase, a lot of books on how to get a job. I've gotten those off of Amazon, the top 20 books on how to get a job, because I'll be writing another book pretty soon. Every one of those books advise people to not just put their best foot forward, but frankly, to lie if necessary in order to get that job offer. Wow. So candidate dishonesty in our research is more than just putting your best foot forward as a candidate. 40% of resumes contain deliberate, significant falsehoods. Ouch. How do you discern the A player resumes from the B player resumes, from the C player resumes, when anyone can create an A player resume? A second problem is shallow interviews. Shallow interviews meaning they're just not as revealing as you really want. The standard interviewing approach these days is so-called competency or behavioral interviews, and an example would be, Pat, can you give me an example of a time you were well organized? Pat can make up anything, right? and get away with it, and candidates know they can get away with fudging the truth here or there because of the third problem. The third big problem in hiring is very poor verification of what candidates said. All right? Reference checks are too often worthless, right? For one thing, you just don't ever get to talk with the people you like to talk with most. That would be the managers, the people your candidates reported to. So here are the top grading solutions to those three problems. The top grading solution to candidate dishonesty is a truth serum that we discovered many, many years ago. It's worked for 40 years. It's a motivator for candidates to tell the whole truth. It takes a little too long to explain it for this video, but believe me, it does work. The top grading solution to unrevealing interviews is the top grading interview. It's a chronological interview. Keep in mind, at this point, you have honest, sharp candidates and a very detailed interview going into all the successes, accomplishments, and failures, and mistakes, and relationships, and so forth throughout the entire career is extremely revealing. But you're not even done then. The solution to the problem of verification is asking candidates to arrange reference calls with the people you want to talk with. If you're not familiar with top grading, you're thinking, are you kidding me? Literally millions of reference calls have taken place during the past 40 years. And there's been no telephone tag because candidates arrange them. High performers are very happy to arrange calls with managers and others. C players know. They know they can't get former bosses to talk, and they wouldn't want you to talk with them anyway. So those are the three big problems and the three solutions. Okay? Now you might say, Brad, you started this video talking about proof that top grading is the most effective, most proven hiring method. So what is it? Case studies. Okay? You're on our website, so please go to Resources and click on Client Case Studies. Then click on View Client Case Studies, and you'll see what you're seeing now. Scrolling down, there have been hundreds of companies that have more than tripled their success hiring high performers. What you see here are dozens of them named companies, mega companies like GE, tiny companies like Mint.com. And what kind of results did they get? You can see in this chart an average of 26 to 85% high performers hired. In other words, before top grading, only 26% of the people they hired turn out to be the high performers. And since top grading, 85% of the people they've hired, and in most of the case studies throughout the entire company, 85% have turned out to be the high performers. And something else that's very unusual, we think unprecedented, is that the CEOs of the top grading case studies say in their own words, and you can read them in these case studies, you can read them, when they say that the company is more successful because of top grading. All right? So our proof top grading is the best hiring method is the fact that we're the only company we're aware of, that we know of, that solve the three biggest problems in hiring and has so many case studies with such dramatic improvements in hiring success and the CEOs who sing the praises of top grading. What you'll see now is some one or two sentence testimonials from CEOs.
Top Grading and the book Top Grading is the single most important and relevant business book that I have ever read.
Nothing that is done more for our company than top grading, and it'll be a culture as long as we have our company.
Every business wants to say it has the best team. Few do. Top grading is a strategy that can turn aspiration into reality. It has worked for Citadel.
As a result of our top grading efforts, we've really been able to attract more A players. And with more A players, we've been going after winning larger contracts. And as a result, delivering with top quality for our customers. Profits are up, revenue's skyrocketing, and things are really looking great for the future.
In the fight against cardiovascular disease and stroke, top grading helped us raise an additional $50 million over the preceding years.
What does Top Grading Incorporated do? Well, we're a professional services company. We help entire companies and individual managers triple their hiring success by doing three things. One, we do train managers to do the top grading. So top grading can be rolled out throughout the entire company. Okay, it's not just at the top, it's throughout the entire company. Number two, we do interviews. We train everybody else to do top grading interviews, but in the C-suite, when a mishire could be a disaster for the company, a lot of times CEOs will say, I know, I've been trained, but want you to do it. You've done thousands of these, all right? We're going to rely on your experience to increase the odds we're going to hire an A player. Three, of course, we have software. Software that can integrate with any applicant tracking system to make all this top grading stuff easier, better. And we're constantly upgrading our software and adding new functions, trying to exhibit really, really good customer service. Okay? Finally, we like to have you, as a hiring manager, have fun. Have fun hiring people. When I started in this profession, I thought after a couple of months, told my wife, I'm not sure I'm in the right job. Companies are hiring us, me, to find out the negatives. And so it's a game of wits, trying to maybe trick people into disclosing something they did not disclose to our clients. Not a lot of fun. Fortunately, we hit on the top grading solutions, and you've heard about them in this video, and it makes a huge difference when that truth motivator discourages the candidates who are the low performers, who tend to have the fabrications in their resumes, drop out. Wow. Then we're left with honest, sharp people, and that interview is fun. It literally is fun. It's fun for us as interviewers and fun for candidates too. It's a walk down memory lane, all right? And you can see the patterns of how they continued building on their strengths, how they made mistakes, learned from mistakes, overcame those mistakes. It works. So fun sounds a little bit frivolous, but we'd like to have you have a lot more fun interviewing people and a lot more success hiring people. To learn more about top grading, please visit topgrading.com, and on the home page, click to receive your free e-guide, Top Grading 401, or call us at 847-244-5544 to talk with a top grading expert.